From UFOs to psychic powers and government conspiracies, history is riddled with unexplained events. You can turn back now or learn the stuff they don't want you to know.
How about a palate cleanser? You guys, we received the most delightful email from somebody who has decided to call themselves Chicken Guy 77. Guess there are a lot of chicken guys out there, man. But you're our chicken guy. To be very clear.
There can be only one in our hearts.
Hope that's not a phone number.
It's. I guess we could consult some numerologists to figure out what area code is represented by the linguistic phrase "chicken guy." So, so Matt, I could tell you're on the case here. So, chicken guy, here's what you said. And we're going to paraphrase a little here. Hey gang, big fan of the show. I love the way you all dive into crazy subjects and pick them apart and look at them rationally. Really refreshing and fun way to look at conspiracy theories. Thank you, Chicken Guy. The reason I am contacting you all today is a strange story my girlfriend told me. It's not as big nor as fancy as the other listener stories you've gotten, but it's just too strange not to share. The story goes like this. And Matt, Noel, if you haven't read this email, this is great. I am having so much fun with this one. We were eating lunch, says Chicken Guy, with my family after church, and somehow the conversation landed on the subject of Church's Chicken. Pausing here, Noel, Matt, we know Church's Chicken. We got those here in Atlanta. Are you guys fans of Church's Chicken?
It's all right. I mean, wait, they have those honey biscuits that I really like. They have like honey, like flavored kind of like basted biscuits. They're quite good.
Yeah, I don't
and
know.
Spicy
Sorry.
chicken. They do spicy chicken. I believe.
You've never heard of Church's Chicken? Yeah, I tend to be a Popeyes guy, but I'm not gonna turn. I like how we have at our office. We're right down the street from this awesome Popeyes with some very very blunt people working there. So I told you.
I don't know. Give me a Bojangles, man. Sorry.
A Bojangles?
Yeah, that's
All
mine.
right, well, this is how the triumvirate dissipates. We'll go off to our respective chicken places. Anyway.
Oh, now I do like a Cajun filet biscuit from Bojangles. Don't get me wrong. That's what I want right now.
I don't think I've ever been to a Bojangles.
Oh,
I've been to a lot of chicken shacks in my time, but I was just like enamored of the Popeyes next to our office when I pulled up one day just in a hurry to get lunch, and the person at the drive-thru just said, "What?" Like when I rolled up, it was amazing. So anyway, that's nothing to do with this story from Chicken Guy. I just wanted to gauge you guys' opinions for the next time I bring you lunch. All right, so Chicken Guy says, the conversation landed on the subject of Church's Chicken. My girlfriend immediately lit up and told us all a story about a Church's Chicken from her hometown in Mansfield, Ohio. The story goes that there was a Church's Chicken that she and her family went to a lot, and then one day, it just mysteriously shut down. All the windows were boarded up. The building was painted gray. Signs were taken down and painted over. The crazy part is when she told me that there was an article about the Church's Chicken never actually existing legally in the first place. Thinking this is too much to be true, I looked it up, and sure enough, it is true. A reporter went on and tried to find the truth behind why this was shut down. And in the end, this reporter, and Chicken Guy links us to the article, couldn't find anyone who could explain why it was closed, couldn't find the manager, the staff, went to Church's Chicken corporate, and they said they don't know what happened, they don't know why. There was never a Church's Chicken in the town, the entirety of this town in Ohio to begin with. And there's one line from the reporter who says, I spoke with a man named Luis who told me there was no active Church's Chicken in Mansfield. When I asked if there ever had been one, he told me there was not a Church's Chicken in Mansfield in the system at all. And so he says, I don't want to be dishonest. I might be wrong about the whole restaurant never existing. But he says there's not one in the system currently. He also asked if there's ever been one. The guy says no, but if I'm reading it correctly, it sounds like they're saying there was never an actual official Church's Chicken in Mansfield, Ohio. So if it wasn't Church's Chicken, then what was it? Are you kidding?
Bojangles. It was a Bojangles.
Bojangles in disguise, right? Like the Transformers theme.
Yeah.
But it's chicken. Yeah, this is so I enjoyed this because first off, thank you, Chicken Guy, for sending this letter our way. These are the kind of regional mysteries. I don't know about you guys, but these are the kind of regional mysteries I really dig because it sounds like someone started a fake Church's Chicken and then like left when the heat got too close.
Are you sure they're not talking about the Church of Chicken, the little known cult?
Oh, the COC?
Chicken. Yeah.
Is it spelled CHURCH apostrophe S or ES? Or
think it's
CHURCH?
You know, I've never really given this much thought, Matt. Let's put this to rest here.
I believe it's
ES.
H
I think
apostrophe
it's
S.
Oh, I think it's just ES.
It's apostrophe S.
Is
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're right.
So
you're right.
I'm wondering if there was a differently spelled Church's Chicken
Right.
that somebody. No, wait, hold on.
Yeah. Hold the phone.
I'm looking at the link that was sent to us.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a real picture of a closed down, like regular logoed Church's Chicken.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They got away. This is something, I mean, I don't know how we talk about this on stuff they want you to know, but something that fascinates me. Counterfeit fast food places. I don't know. We could do a non-harrowing episode one day and just choose something like explore counterfeit fast food places because there are a lot of like internationally. It's so fascinating, dude. There are countries that due to sanctions can't have things like a McDonald's, etc., right? And so they have these local variations that are almost exactly like a McDonald's. The language is different, but think of like Burger Kang with an A-N-G, or Burger Krang if we want to do Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
There's a really great episode of Nathan For You where he uses a parody law to create essentially a Starbucks clone called Dumb Starbucks.
Yes.
That uses all of the same branding. And apparently, I just looked it up and it says, Dumb Starbucks forced to close after owner reveals himself as Comedy Central show host.
I remember that. That's a great show. And that
It's
episode
so
on Kids'
good.
Toys
Oh,
is
I love it.
amazing.
I love that show. It's so clever.
So the good news is, or the weird news is, Chicken Guy, you are correct, sir. Give the man a sandwich and a biscuit this does appear to be some kind of very weird. I'm thinking it was a very weird scam. I'm thinking maybe somehow somebody just decided to maybe make a Church's Chicken without paying the franchise fee. Franchising is its own weird thing, by the way. And then they got caught. Maybe an actual Church's man blew into town and checked his great map of all the Church's chickens and said, there's something amiss. You know what I mean? Like a fake fast food location bounty hunter, like Dog the Bounty Hunter, but with chicken shacks.
It's Church the Chicken Hunter.
Church
And,
the Chicken Hunter. Yes. So it's the issue is that this reporter, according to this link that Chicken Guy sent us, this reporter even called the Secretary of State, who was able to verify that a company named BAM Enterprises, based in Columbus, Ohio, owned the actual building. BAM Enterprises was founded in 2008. It's only got 1 to 5 employees. It's a private business. You can read a little bit about their business profile, but they don't. There's not really a statement about Church's Chicken. And now this reminds me of that time we were looking through New York to find fake buildings. I wonder, was it a front for something? Surely not, because Chicken Guy's girlfriend went there on a regular basis for years. Someone was just, for some reason, it appears, pretending to be a church's chicken. How do you get, you ever hear about someone's life and you think, no judgment, but how did they get to that moment? How did they get to that, what George Bush would call a decision point? What in their life made them look around one day and say, I want to fake having a church's chicken? That's my thing.
Well, I'm just remembering a certain chicken place from a certain television show about meth.
Yes.
Wait, is this your brain thing?
No.
This is your brain? No.
No, this is the Breaking Bad chicken place that
Pollo Loco.
Oh, Pollo. No.
Oh, Los Pollos
Hermanos.
Hermanos.
Yes.
Pollo Loco is a real place. And
It is a
it's
real place,
delicious.
and I
Pretty
always
good.
think they're the same. By the way, unrelated but somewhat related. I recently did a Halloween movie marathon, like I'm sure we all sort of did, and I watched the Stephen King adaptation of the short story Trucks that was made into a very, very bad '80s movie that King himself directed, likely under the influence of a meth-like substance that he was very into at the time, called Maximum Overdrive.
Yep.
And in it, these trucks get possessed by like aliens from another dimension. Unclear, very convoluted plot. But a cameo appearance in one of the first scenes in the truck stop arcade is none other than the actor who plays Gus Fring in Breaking Bad when he's like, maybe in his early 20s. He gets, spoiler alert, he gets fried by some very bad painted on electricity that comes out of like a Space Invaders machine or something. And you
say you didn't like that film, but this is the second time you've mentioned it.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
it was
I
so
thought
bad
so.
that it was good.
Everybody
it's very
watched the
bad, but
trailer.
it's yeah.
Watch
the trailer. The
is
trailer in and of
amazing.
itself. It's Stephen King, and he's like, all these years, people have tried to direct Stephen King films, and I've just decided if you want something done right, do it yourself.
Oh my god! Oh my
yeah,
god!
dude. Like
I'm not going to specify that sound effect,
No.
but
I know.
think we need
I
to.
think we all
Yeah.
know. It is wild, you guys, and clearly he never directed another film again. But yeah, he gave it his best shot.
So guys, that
Yeah.
actor is Giancarlo Esposito, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Esposito.
Yes, it is. That's exactly right.
Goff Midian.
Yes, major shout out to Far Cry 6. Anybody who's playing that right now, because he plays the big bad.
He's all scanned up in it too. Like it looks like him, the character. Which usually it's just the voice actors, but they've been doing a lot more like likenesses. What's that other one? The with the guy from Walking Dead, where he's very much like up in it. Death Rising or Death Stranding, something like that.
That's true. So I'm not sure how to segue back to Church's Chicken, but I am going to finish this up. So this, if you want to see the remains of this building for yourself, we cannot legally tell you to snoop around there and see what you can find. But all you have to do is go to 276 Park Avenue West. They're in Mansfield, Ohio. This is public information. Big thanks to Chicken Guy. Big thanks to Noah Jones, the reporter who wrote the Richland Source article on this. As far as the other threads we will pull, honestly, we would have to take some time to figure out what's going on. It is unusual It is unusual to trace these stories, and they're rabbit holes that I immensely enjoy. We do want to point out that the reporters found an oil company was involved, a place based in Delaware called Humble Oil and Refining Company, sold the property back in the day to something identifying itself as Church's Fried Chicken with a P.O. box in San Antonio, Texas, back in 1972. Nobody knew really what happened. Oh, Matt, that's a revelation face. I know you well.
I'm
What's
so
up?
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I went
no,
to
you got
Google.
it. What is it?
I went to Google Maps. I went to the
Yeah.
location that you just mentioned.
Uh-huh.
If you're on the main street going down next to this location, it is a gray building, all grayed out, gray painted over particle board that's up on all the windows. If you go forward just a little bit and you take if you go forward just a little bit, you can see the entire churches the way it used to stand. If you go down North Benton Street, and it is so stark and strange to see the two buildings there together at the same time as we're hearing about this story.
That is weird. Yeah. Yeah, good eye, man. Because I had looked around there too. This is what we're talking about when we're saying send us your local mysteries. Send us,
joke.
your local cryptids. Send us these strange stories. I hope, Matt, Noel, I hope you guys are into them, because I'm just going to be obstinate about this. I want to know, like, if there's something, like the guy who wrote in about the closed Walmart housing military equipment. Those are stories that don't really make, national news. And every so often, there's something strange about.